Hi there, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. I thought I would get on the bandwagon and give a few little pearls of wisdom and talk about this COVID-19. I don't know if any of you all are following Dr. Joseph Campbell, but he's really great. He's on YouTube. He's wonderful. I just got over being sick myself. Not with that, though. Not with that. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. I was sick. I just had, just your common flu. It was not a drawn out thing. It was just, I was down for a week and now I'm back to normal. But I wanted to talk about healthcare rituals that we all have. Excuse me, I had something there. I know I shouldn't be touching my face, but I just sanitized my hands. And to prove it, here's my sanitizer. I wanted to talk about feminine care because I think it's a big deal. And I think a lot of people are wondering what the hell they're going to do without toilet paper. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Ladies, we're pretty smart. I think we know what to do. But I also wanted to let you know that there is this little solution that I use. And I like to use it personally ever since I was in the hospital. When I had the cellulitis and I was 398 pounds, I could not wipe my own ass or my own vagina. I needed help doing that, really. So I don't know how these 600-pound people do what they do. God bless them, but I couldn't. Which really makes me happy about being able to do that again, because losing that freedom is a big deal. Having to bend over and spread your cheeks and have somebody wipe your filthy ass is pretty bad. It's not something you feel good about. And I'm glad I'm over that part of my sickness. But when I was in the hospital, they gave me a perineal spray to clean myself, and it was really great. It was wonderful. But this lady said to me, listen, why are you going to spend the money on that? Listen, I have the solution. Just get yourself a spray bottle, fill it up with 2, if you have the big one, the liter size, 2 capfuls of apple cider vinegar or regular white distilled vinegar. But apple cider vinegar, I think, is a lot nicer. I use Bragg's with the mother in it, and 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and then fill the rest of the bottle up with distilled water if you have it. If you don't, regular water is fine. And then after you go to the bathroom, after you pee, you can spray yourself. Just douse yourself with it. Spray as much of it as you want. It's not going to hurt you. You can also take a whore's bath with that. You can wash under your titties, under your armpits, your nether regions, anything that'll smell. I use Lumi. When I run out and I can't get any more, I guess I'm shut out of luck. But Lumi is wonderful. It'll really keep you from smelling like a can of tuna, which I guess women are prone to, say, once in a blue moon, especially after you have your period or whatever. Lumi is lovely. I love Lumi. But since I've been using the spray technique with the baking soda and water, I never was, even though I'm a big woman, I never really smelled bad. I guess some people smell more than others. I don't have that scent. I don't have that, like, pussy scent, I guess. I don't know. I don't eat vagina, so thank God I'm not monetized. God, thank God I'm not monetized. I mean, I'm not putting down people who do munch on the sugar shack, but I don't, so I don't really know. I only know how I smell. And I've gone into the bathroom sometimes after another woman who has a stronger scent has been in there, and I've been like, wow, is that what it smells like? I could never, whatever. But if you spray yourself with this stuff, it really takes care of odor, and it really makes you feel nice and clean. And then as far as after I poo, after a deuce, I like to get in the shower and just get as much out as I can with my handheld. And then I use Dr. Bronner's Peppermint Castile soap, and get all up in there with my hand, and clean. And I'll clean it till that water runs clear. After I'm done, I use my disinfectant to spray down my shower. Not that there's any remnants of anything, but I don't want anything in my shower. So I just spray down, and that's it. And I'm done. I'm good to go. My ass smells like a candy cane and feels like a York peppermint patty. I'm pretty satisfied with that. I mean, it's not a bad thing. And other than that, too, besides that, you can always use a washcloth and then just toss that in, with, a load of clothes that are going on a hot rinse. That'll really help. But I also wanted to talk about things that you can do. For now, I can say that I don't think they're going to shut off our power, so at least we'll have freezers. And if you're looking, people are panicking when they go to the store, they can't find bread, they can't find bread, they can't find bread. Well, listen, you don't have to really, it's not rocket science to make bread. You can use this recipe that I'm about to give you to make some naan. And to it, you'll need 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of oil. I use olive oil, and a 1/2 cup of milk or buttermilk if you have it. You can even thin down some sour cream or some yogurt if you'd like as well. And then, pardon me, on top of everything, we have pollen like you can't even imagine. So anyway, after you form that into a ball, you're going to want to knead it for about 5 minutes till it gets nice and stretchy and supple, and then form a ball and cover it with a little bit of saran wrap or a clean cloth and let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then you're going to get a skillet out, and while that skillet's warming up on a medium heat, you're going to divide your dough ball into 8 to 10 pieces and roll them into balls. And then you're going to sort of squish the balls down and flatten them out, roll them out to about 1/8 of an inch. You want them nice and thin. So once you do that, you're going to take your breads and put them in the pan. You can spray them with a little spray if you want, but I find that I like letting them char a little bit on the bottom. You're going to cook them. They're going to rise a little bit, and you're going to flip them over and then let them cook on the other side. And then to that, sometimes I like to add some fresh herbs. Like I love to add cilantro, and I'll take a little bit of garlic and cook it down in butter just to toast it with a little bit of chili flake or fresh jalapeno. And then I'll brush that on my naan. And then once they've cooled, you can wrap them up and put them in your freezer. And this way you have bread. And you didn't have to use yeast. Now, there are also recipes that use yeast. And I don't know if you've ever watched Whippoorwill Hollow, but she's got a recipe for a dinner roll. It's a buttered dinner roll. It's really great, or lunch lady rolls. They're excellent. And Phyllis Stokes, who's just recently passed, who I absolutely am devastated over. I loved her. I love, and miss her. The sound of her voice was so soothing and really memorable, and she's such a great cook. She's another one to go and check out on Facebook. But Whippoorwill Hollow has some really great, easy, really good recipes. Sarah, Cooking with Sarah is great. And of course, the late, great Phyllis Stokes. Has some good recipes, or just Pinterest it. There's some really easy recipes for classic white loaf. And I would make, if you're going to do it, if you're actually going to go there, just double or triple the recipe and make a few batches if you have enough trays or, tins to do that. Sometimes you can even form a loaf of bread in the oven and just stick it in there. There are some easy French bread recipes, but don't have to feel like you're going to lose your mind if you can't find bread. It's better to bake your own anyway, isn't it? And then also, as far as loading up on things, if you do, it's always good to have pasta and jarred tomato sauce. Although I like to make my own. I'm Italian. It is what it is. But I like to make my own. And if you don't have that luxury or time or wherewithal to make your own, jarred sauce will work just fine, and I'd say go ahead and make the full amount of pasta. Make sure that you have baggies on hand, and this way you can portion out what you need when you need. Stews are always good. Chili, lentil soup, beef soup, chicken soup. Borscht is really lovely if you've got a lot of veggies in the fridge. You don't need beets to make borscht. There are all different types of borscht, and they're relatively easy. Things like that you can do. But please try not to panic, and really please be mindful of the people who just need one roll of toilet paper, if there is any anywhere, or that one jar of tomato sauce or one thing of pasta. To them, it could mean 4 to 6 meals. Pardon me. I'm sorry. I just took my Claritin, and I hope it kicks in, because living in the South, my car, I have a black car. It's yellow. It's yellow right now. I'm going to sort of show you right now. I don't know if you can see that, but my car is yellow. It's pretty sad. Anyway, I hope wherever you are just taking a moment to realize that this is not just about you. It's about what you can do in your community to help others. If you're at the supermarket and you see an older person struggling to grab something, or if they have a lot of groceries, you could take your cart in their cart and put all the stuff in their car for them. That will save them a lot of work to do. And also too, in your neighborhood, listen, where I live, I'm pretty rural. I have neighbors who have chickens. So we've decided that I'll make bread, and they have eggs, and they also have chickens. So there's that. So bartering is going to be something really important. You know, everybody's got a talent. Hopefully it's one that, you know, will help others in this time of need. But hopefully we can be like the Italians and at least sing together in peace, rather than beat each other up over a bag of pasta in the supermarket like I saw the other day. It was really bad on Saturday for a bag of Mueller's egg noodles. This woman had like 20 in her cart, and this other woman just wanted one, and it turned pretty bad. Anyway, where I am, they've just said that there's 3 cases. I'm not in the same county, but I'm in the county next door, and I do a lot of business in that county. So I'm sure it'll be a few days before we receive news that we have some in our county. But all you can do is just try to keep your hands clean and be mindful of one another. You know, it's going to suck, and financially it's going to be devastating. I have a small little business. It's going to really be painful for me. I only have 3 accounts, so I'm not raking in any dough, but I'm going to help out any way that I can. And I think it's really important that we all just pitch in and keep a calm head. That's the most important thing. Keep a calm head. Everything happens for a reason, and this is happening for a reason. Some people believe it's conspiracy for New World Order. I don't know. I don't know anything other than either way we're going through it, right? So the more peaceful we are about going through it, and the more we share, the better off we are. You know, it's not, no man is an island unto themselves. Isn't that the famous saying? And I don't want to be that island unto myself, for sure. So I send everybody my heart on a plate. I hope wherever you are today, you're enjoying the day and enjoying your freedom, enjoying being outside. Hopefully the weather is as beautiful as it is here, even though it's overcast. It's like in the low 70s. It's really nice. I hope that you're all thinking about a game plan for the future, and just know that we have each other, right? Hopefully we have each other. There should be a network of people in your neighborhood that you can rely on, and they can rely on you. So hopefully we'll go through this gracefully and as peacefully as possible, with as little carnage as possible, or death. I don't even want to use that word, but a lot of people are not going to survive this, and that's really scary. Again, check out Dr. Joseph Campbell. He posts every day, and he's really not very interesting. Let's say he's kind of boring, but if it's background noise and you're kind of checking out and listening, it's really important that you watch him. I think he's one of the best on YouTube right now. So again, I send you all my love and happy thoughts. And if you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. And if you don't, I'm sorry if I offended anybody. It's not my way, but this is how I am. So I hope wherever you are, you're having a great, blessed day. Take care. Bye-bye.